y'all, what's going on? This be your boy Scotty. It's like 9 in the morning. I literally only been up for like 30 minutes. I ain't got up and did shit but take a piss. That's all I've done so far. That's why I got these shades on. Because you know when I have my shades on, I do not want y'all to see my sleepy eyes. Okay? Eyes sleepy as a motherfucker. But this video won't be long. I just decided to come in here and talk about the Come Up New York. For those of you that's not familiar with the Come Up New York, it's by Gemini Films. It's a gay web series, and it's like, you know, equivalent to the Chasing Atlantas or the Chasing Dallases. And in my eyes, and I hope this is not a diss, I hope they don't take it as a diss, but when I think of Chasing Dallas and Chasing Atlanta, they're like the Real Housewives. They have like this Real Housewives thing type of thing. You know, they're like the Real Housewives for the gays. But when I look at Gemini Films stuff like the Come Up Atlanta and the Come Up New York, they kind of give me love and hip hop vibes. And I will say, since it's mid-season, I said that I was just going to do a review on the show so far and talk about some of the characters on the show and what I think about the show and why I think, you know, just my personal opinion on the characters of the show. Now, we're going to start off with the first season of the Come Up New York. Now, I ran across the Come Up New York like mid-season last year. And I didn't understand what the premises of the show was. You know, some of these, like, I knew the character of Precious. I saw that he was trying to do some things, but he didn't even film with half of the cast. And it was like half of these people that was on the show really didn't have nothing going on. Like, I didn't know what they were doing. Like, it's like they were just here for the drama. And so, from what I can tell, this season, that Karan, who is the producer, has gotten rid of half the cast. The only ones from the original cast that's still here is Raekwon and Montel. The rest of the cast is brand new, brand spanking new, and I must say that it's a refreshing restart, reboot of the show. I think it was needed. Last season, I just felt like the drama wasn't as organic as it is this time. I just felt like some of these boys got in front of the camera and just wanted to create drama. Like, I never really understood where any of the drama was coming from. Like, it was like everybody against Montel last season. And I was watching the show, and I just didn't quite understand why everybody was so against Montel. I just didn't understand that. Like, where's all the drama coming from? Like, why everybody want to fight him? You know, I saw Ken wanted to fight him, and I didn't understand. To this day, I don't understand what Ken's beef was with Montel. To this day, I don't get it. Like, I'm so lost. I don't understand what that beef was about. Then, not only that, okay, you know, Isis was on the show, but it was like she was just Montel's tag-along. And then Nova was on the show, but it's like, okay, what does Nova do? And then you had Spanky on the show, and it's like, what does, oh, I forgot, he's also on a new season as well. What does Spanky do? And it was like, okay, what is this Come Up thing about? Like, what are they coming up from? Because when I look at the Come Up Atlanta, Timmy was a stylist, King was a rapper, Quay had his own dance team, Tay had his own YouTube channel just like I do. I think Chris was an upcoming designer, I believe. Rock was an actor. He appeared on a couple of shows beforehand. It was like these people had some things going on in Atlanta, but I didn't understand what everybody else had going on in New York. And you know, Deshaun was on the show. He was fine. I didn't understand what he did. You know, I just didn't understand what was the basis of them being on the show. Like, what was their titles? What were they aspiring to do? Like, I didn't understand. And I didn't understand where most of the drama was coming from. And, you know, it was just... And it just seemed like, okay, and then when it came down to it, the drama was about someone, Montel, posting a picture, and he X'd out everybody's face on it. And it became this big storyline for the rest of the season. I'm like, what? So now that we're here for the second season, I feel like the drama is more organic. The characters are more entertaining in a sense. The only person that I could do without is Chrissy. No disrespect to him, but I could really do without Chrissy. As far as who I like on the show, I love Ant Dog. I love Ant Dog. Love Ant Dog. Love Ant Dog. Love Ant Dog. I love Chance. First of all, I think he cute. That's number one. Like, you know, if I lived in New York or whatever and he wanted to talk to me, you know, he'll get my number any day. You know what I mean? But I like Chance. I like his laid-back persona. I like O'Neal. Those are the three that I like the most. And I honestly think that O'Neal is probably the fan favorite because I see a lot of people. I never see nothing negative said about O'Neal, so he's probably the fan favorite. And probably followed by Ant Dog because a lot of people like Ant Dog too. I love Ant Dog. Like, Ant Dog is so sweet, and you know, I just love his persona. I don't really care for the Fitz character. I don't really care for him because, in a sense, he likes to put the drama on the table so people can address the shit. But then he turns around and he comes across like slick, messy. Like, I didn't like last week's episode when he was there at the park with Ant Dog, and then when Ty came in and just straight up railroaded Ant Dog. He bought sneakers, you know, like basically shitting on him in a sense, but in a messy comedic way, so to speak. But I ain't like that. He didn't even try to go check on Ant Dog or anything like that. He just stayed back there soaking up the mess and laughing at the damn boy. Like, at least Chance went to try to check on him, you know what I mean? So I don't really know. I don't really know about Fitz. He's like, I can take him or leave him. He's not really my favorite. He's not really someone that I just completely dislike. But, you know. I could do without Aubrey, too. She's a cute girl. But, I mean, I don't get anything from her. You know? All I get is some looks. That's all I get. I can do without Christy and Aubrey. I really could. Who else? Montel. Now, we need Montel for the drama. For whatever reason, everybody likes to come for Montel. We need him for the drama. But what I'm going to need for him to do, it's like when he's in the confessional, he's very handsome. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter how big he is. Montel is very handsome. Like, when you look at the confessional, his skin looks good. You know what I'm saying? He handsome. His eyebrows is clean. But then when you look at him on the scenes and shit, it looked like he just rolled up and just got in front of the camera. Like, he looks so cute in that confessional. Like, I'm like, okay, Montel, like, okay, you know, okay. And it's not like he's an ugly guy. You know what I mean? He's not like he's an ugly guy. But he doesn't keep himself up. You know, and he give these people some shit to say about him. You know what I mean? Like, he just, you know, but when he was in that confession, I had to look at him like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, Montel, alright. Raekwon. I've never been a fan of Raekwon. It's like when he presses people, it's like he be nervous to press them. You know what I mean? Like, when he got an issue with somebody, one thing you can say is that he does approach them, but when he does press a person, it comes across like he be scared as a motherfucker. Like, look, I'm finna press this bitch. I don't know where this shit gonna go, but I'm finna press this bitch. But he don't look nobody in the eyes or anything like that. So it's like, you know, what is it? Spanky, he messy as fuck, okay? He tries to be like the mediator, but he messy as hell. Ty, I have mixed feelings about Ty. Number one, Ty is bougie as fuck. Or at least that's the way he wants to look. He bougie as hell. Number two, he's good for the show. I can't lie. He's good for the show. A lot of the drama is surrounding him. But I just don't like that attitude that he got. You know, I don't like that attitude. Like, that attitude is just what ruffles my feathers, to be quite honest. I don't like the attitude that he has. It's like he tries so hard to put other people down. You know what I mean? And when he told Montel, I'm not going to argue with a bitch that wear polo. I'm like, bitch, I wear polo. You know what I'm saying? I've been wearing polo. What that supposed to mean? Like, what that mean? Like, what's wrong with wearing polo? You know what I mean? Like, shit, polo the shit to me. What's wrong with wearing polo? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. All I can say is he good for the show. But personality-wise, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he way too stuck up for me. You know what I mean? He way too stuck up for me. Maybe if I interviewed him or something, I could look at him a certain type, another way. But he just seemed like he's just so, like, stuck up to me. I don't understand why he comes across that way, but he does, okay? Is that all of the cast members, I want to say? I'm trying to be sure if I didn't forget anybody. I don't think I forgot nobody. I don't think I forgot anyone. Okay. Now, the key moments that I want to discuss right quick. The rundown with Ty and Montel about the whole thing with O'Neal possibly sleeping with his ex. That was funny as fuck. That whole damn scene was funny as hell. And I will say that Montel was holding his ground against Ty. I will say that. But the thing that really gets me is the Ty versus Andal thing. I personally don't believe that Andal tried to expose Ty. I don't believe he did. You could tell in the way that he was reacting and in his whole demeanor. I don't think that he did that. And I think that Ty was completely out of line for the way he came at Andal. I think that he tried to play him, and then when he said nice shoes, and then when Andal turned around and said nice shoes, he was like, yeah, you bought them, you know, when I was fucking you. You know what I mean? And I'm like, really? You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that was completely fucked up. I just thought that was all the way fucked up. Like, I didn't like how he treated Andal. I thought that he was wrong for that. Completely wrong. I don't understand this Chrissy thing with this damn friend that he sucked his dick or something. I don't understand it. And then his best friend beat his ass for sucking on the other dude. Like, I didn't understand that, period. Like, that was so out of line, like, out of pocket. Like, where did that even come from? The Raekwon and O'Neal beef, that just seems so out of place. You know what I'm saying? But I guess we gotta watch more of the show to understand. But all in all, this is shaping out to be a good season. It is. It's miles better than New York. I mean, miles better than the first season of New York. Miles better. I think they did what they needed to do. They got rid of the people that they needed to get rid of. The only person that I probably wouldn't have minded them keeping was probably Ken. Because he was in a lot of the drama too. And it would have been funny to see how he would have been. Like, if him and O'Neal was to go at it, that would have been off the chain. Okay? Like, off the chain. So, I just want to know what y'all think. Because I know most of my fans are women. So they probably don't even watch the Come Up New York. But I be commenting up under the videos. And I'm kind of cool with Karan. I told him that I would do a video about the show. I didn't know if I was going to do a weekly video. Because I know that this show doesn't get many views from my channel. So I didn't know if I was going to do it or not. But I decided to do it because it's mid-season, and that's that. So for those of you that watched the Come Up New York, tell me what y'all think. I want to see what y'all think. You know what I mean? I want to see if anybody feels the same way that I feel. Leave it below, and I'm out of here, you guys. Till my next video. Peace.